On the world of Black Reach, all that stands between a mighty orc horde and victory is the second company of the Ultramarines, and their commander, the heroic Captain Sicarius. In 2008, a Black Library novel was written by Nick Kime to tie in with the Games Workshop box set release of Assault on Black Reach for Warhammer 40,000 5th edition. The narrative of Black Reach pits Captain Sicarius against the war boss Zanzag. Inspired by this narrative, we thought we'd imagine the assault on Black Reach within the Warhammer 40k Conquest card game. From the Black Reach system to the Traxxas sector, let's see what happens when Cato is met with the weird boy freebooter warlord Zogwort, who could have maybe possibly once upon a time worked with Zanzag. Welcome to another episode of Conquestadore, and we're doing some narrative play for the Assault on Black Reach. My name is Tristan.
Hi, my name is Warren.
And today we are trying to emulate the Black Reach box set by putting the Space Marines up against the Orcs.
Or some version of it.
Some version, the Traxxas sector version. So we're going to commentate on this game, as we discussed in our last episode, is definitely a word.
Definitely.
And we begin, as we begin all games, by drawing the amount of cards and resources as your warlord has on their cards. So I'm playing Cato Sicarius today. He has a reaction that after the enemy unit at this planet is destroyed, gain a resource.
And I'm playing Old Zogwort, and he has a reaction after this warlord commits to a planet or is declared as an attacker. Put a snotling token into play at this planet. And then it has a further forced reaction to say after the combat phase ends, destroy each snotling token you control.
So much of snotling.
Tongue twisting.
So you started play right quick sticks with the signature squad from Zogwort because you got initiative.
Yes, definitely. And I went ahead and played his runt herders, which I was struggling to articulate during our game. Kept wanting to say runt runners.
There should be runt runners.
Yeah.
That should be a thing. In retaliation, slow game from Space Marines. I was just Promethean Mine, get some resources.
Yeah, we're being tactful. You want to see what I'm playing, then you just react.
And you were playing very orky.
Yes,
I will commend.
Just literally mass amounts of units. First 3 planets. There you go. Look, even the same planets. play the same
runt
herders. So they have a cool interruptibility. That when this unit takes damage, you put a snotling token into play at this planet.
So you were just swarming, basically.
Yes, that was the plan.
Again, long game for the first turn. Planning ahead. I'm thinking like a Space Marine as best as I can. Void Pirate up in there on the last planet, Karnath.
Yeah, in my retaliation, I went ahead and played some Shoot 'em Mob, which is just a 2/1. It only costs 1. It's a nice damage dealing unit, especially if you have initiative.
Indeed. The Holy Sepulchre. I didn't realize how incredibly preparatory this opening turn was for me. But that support card says that after a Space Marine unit enters your discard pile from play, exhaust the support to return that unit to your hand.
Preparatory?
It's totally a word. And the only unit I then put out, the Orcs have got 3 across 2 different planets. I put out Sicarius' Chosen, which has this beautiful ability of sucking a unit to his planet. I'm sure sucking is not the right way.
Yeah, I think it's just redeploying.
Move a target enemy unit at the adjacent planet to this planet and then deal it a damage. But because you got dealt the damage,
I get to put a snotling token into play at that planet.
Sneaky.
So I don't know if that worked out to your plans, but
you did very good orky things that went against my plans, if I recall this game with any sort of accuracy.
Yeah. I know we say this a lot as well. You don't always commit to the first planet and you let it go uncontested, which is what happens again. But I don't think it was such a bad thing. I mean, it only has 1 strategic icon on it.
Good point. And if we look at the planet flop at this point, the soonest anyone could win by winning the first planet is at current planet 4.
Yeah, exactly. And that means you have to have won the preceding 3 planets as well.
Also a good point.
Various combination.
So you win command for the first planet, and the second, and the third, and I get the last planet.
Yeah.
So maybe not a good opening gambit there.
Yeah, look, I mean, one thing for Sicarius is you're not really flush on resources. You are flush. You're not scarce on resources.
True that. So you get the battle planet ability of Eluith.
Yes, which is search the top 3 cards of your deck, and for 1 card, add it to your hand and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So, I mean, with me winning the command struggle with 3 planets plus this, I just had lots of cards in my hand.
It's a very nice play, very good start to the game for the Orcs. And if this is some sort of strange imagining of Black Reach, they are definitely getting a good stronghold.
Yeah, it's its initial just hordes arriving, and then the Imperium reacting late to the game.
So a battle happens at Planet 2, and you have initiative plus your Warlord there. And as you attack, a Snotling comes into play, and wham!
Yeah.
You punch.
Yeah, so just dealing 1 damage, but the nice thing is you get a Snotling.
That's true, and that kind of balances it out, right?
Yeah, it's more units for you to shoot at. So you declare the attack against the Runt Herders. Mm-hmm. And they have 3 health. So you would have killed it because you have a 2 damage. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to protect it by using a shield card. I ended up using, what was that one? Daka. Mm-hmm. So I didn't think it was going to be very applicable to me here.
What does Daka normally do?
It says exhaust your Warlord to deal 1 damage to each unit. So I was assuming... Well, we interpreted that as it'll deal 1 damage to each unit at that planet, and having lots of Snotlings with 1 health, it'll just end up killing them. So I thought I'd rather use it as a shield. And then in retaliation, I used the Runt Herders to kill you.
And then Sicarius' Chosen die.
Yeah. You'll notice there all the Snotlings now get removed from play. It's because of the Warlord's abilities. After a combat phase ends, destroy each Snotling token.
Correct. Forced reaction. Yeah. So you use the Battle Planet ability of Osis 4.
Mm-hmm. To take a resource from you.
And then I win the battle at Karnath, which lets me use the battle ability of some other planet, and I take back my resource.
Yeah, that was quite frustrating.
I just thought it was a silly thing. It probably wasn't the smartest, most strategic thing, but it seemed like fun at the time.
Well, the other ones are you could have put a unit into play from your hand at your HQ, or remove all damage from a unit, and you had no damage on anyone.
So as we reveal the new planet Barlis, I'm reminded that the Holy Sepulchre could have let me take that Sicarius' Chosen to my hand when it was destroyed.
You actually didn't exhaust it then?
It doesn't look like I do there. I could have come back to my hand. I don't know if this is a thing we correct later. No, I don't think it is, but I could have. Instead, we start turn 2, and the Space Marines put out a 10th Company Scout, which is just nice. It's just there.
Yeah, my immediate thought was, okay, you have initiative, you have 2 damage, you will kill the Runt Herder.
Unless you shield it.
True. Ooh, I like this one. It's the Orc Cannon with a K. Its combat ability or combat action is to exhaust the support to target a planet. Each player deals 1 indirect damage among the units he controls at that planet.
Ooh. Oh, yes, you use this to great effect later.
Yes.
And just to comment on our previous discussion, there you see me actually go, hey, I needed to use this support and have Sicarius' Chosen back in my hand. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's a friendly game, so we go ahead and
as we
allow
do.
Things like that.
Tactical Squad Cardenas coming down for some AoE, even though there's only 1 shooter mob there.
I know, but I think you were planning, because I mean that's got 3 strategic icons, and then the next planet also 3. So you were planning ahead.
Perhaps, and also perhaps thinking to battle the swarm, we need some AoE.
Yeah, and so I was realizing I was short on resources. You'll see why later. I play quite an expensive card, but I promoted my Runt Herders with promotion. So I could try win the battle ability or the command struggle at the first planet to get 2 resources.
I see you shielded the 1 damage from the Sicarius' Chosen as they move the shooter mob from planet 2 to planet 1.
Yeah.
And there you shield again.
No, I think that was just me. I had used the promotion to shield, and I changed it out to use the fallback instead because I don't really have too many elites in my army, so I'd rather use that one.
Nice.
And being a friendly game, you allowed me to change it. Then I went ahead and played, what is this one? The big shooter battle wagon at Planet 2 in retaliation to your tactical squad.
And this is the expensive unit, hey?
Yes, exactly. So this is 6 resources, and that's why I wanted to win the resource struggle at Planet 1. The battle wagon has a nice ability. It says, as an interrupt, when this unit is destroyed, you put 4 Snotling tokens into play.
Oh, deathly. Very deathly. In terms of committing our HQ and warlords to a planet, I go Planet 1, you go Planet 2.
Yeah. So my logic there was I didn't want the warlord not to be at the planet where the Snotlings maybe, because essentially at the end of his turn, all the Snotlings in play die. So I wanted him to be further down the line, not the first planet.
Got you. So we do the command struggle, we get a certain number of resources and cards apiece, and then we commence with battle at Planet 1. I see you using your support there.
Yes, and I don't know which planet, probably the first one, yeah. So I take 1 damage to my run turders, and then because they take damage, I get to put a snotling in play. It's a nice combo. And then you're deliberating where to put your damage.
And that's a shield.
You shield it.
Yeah, that's Calamity. A really interesting neutral card that I don't think either of us have ever played. So I was like, we will shield. It's fine. And the Orc Cannon is indirect damage, right? So you, as the person getting inflicted by the damage, you choose where it goes.
Yeah.
So I have initiative. The 10th Company Scout goes for a swing and decides the shooter mob are the most dangerous right now.
Yeah, well, they have 2 damage.
How much health? 1 health.
1 health. Yeah.
And then you deliberated, so you can see the edit there. You deliberated for a while whether you shield it with your Squigify.
Yes. Yeah, because Squigify is quite a nice ability, and I ended up shielding the full 2 damage with it.
Which did you well in the end.
Yeah.
But a hard choice. Definitely a difficult decision. So the shooter mob swings in, swings back.
Yeah, 2 damage. But yeah, I wanted to hold on to that Squigify specifically for a big card like a Dreadnought or Land Raider.
Oh, and they swing into Sicarius' Chosen, so they've only got 1 health left. Curious.
And then you kill the Runturders. I didn't shield it, but in doing so, I get to put a Snotling into play because they took damage. So now I attack back.
Tenth Company Scout only has 1 health, doesn't he?
Just thinking if you shield it or not, because you do.
With an
Exterminatus.
Alas.
Which is nice now because now your Warlord can attack. I don't know who you would kill. Yeah, you kill the shooter mob.
Yes, because they would swing in the next round for quite a lot.
You'd still have the first attack when we reset.
Fair. I wonder if I should have then killed that Snotling, actually.
I would have, because they were still ready.
Yeah.
And now, because of that, I killed your 10th Company Scout.
Oh, good point. Wow, that was actually a bit of a silly play. Very nicely pointed out. Okay. So remember this, folks. Always attack the ready things so that they don't get a chance to attack next time.
Yeah, because right now we would have been in the same situation. Well, I would have had my shooter mob plus the Snotling, and you would have had all of your units still. And then, you obviously kill the shooter mob, and I go and kill the squad. Oh, there we go. You used your support, and it comes back to your hand.
Yeah. But I mean, that's quite an easy payoff for you. You lost some Snotlings, but I lost 2 really important units.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was more than happy to lose that planet.
So here we remember that I should have been using his special reaction to get some resources every time I kill a unit.
Yeah, you ended up killing 2. So it was actual Runturders and the shooter mob. We didn't count the Snotling tokens as units.
Because they're tokens.
Yeah.
And I hope that's correct. If anyone thinks that is incorrect, let us know. So we use Osis 4's ability, and
you take my one and only resource.
It was a joy. Because now this is about to happen on Planet 2.
Yeah. Then I go hit and attack 4. How much damage do they do? 4 damage.
I think that's 4. It's heavy, man. But you debate, you pause a moment, you reflect, you unwind.
Why? Yeah.
Okay.
Redo. You must shield it. Come on.
For 4, though. Oh, I do.
You should for 3.
Oh, whoa!
Which is the... You used his what's his name? Your Warlord's signature weapon.
Oh, the signature attachment. Yeah.
So now I take 1 damage on the wagon, 1 damage on my Warlord. A shield. No, I don't shield.
You don't shield. Okay. You just take 1 damage for everything.
Then the previous Snotling died because it only has 1 health, and then another one comes into play.
So as a reaction, I then play the Fury of Sicarius. Yes. I think this was the plan. Just as after a Space Marine unit damages an enemy non-Warlord unit by an attack, destroy the attacked unit. Yeah. So because you didn't shield on that unit, I was able to kill it outright.
Yeah.
But then completely underestimated the fact that you'd bring in a whole buttload of Snotlings.
Yeah, 4 of them. But look, at this point, it's overkill because it's just 1 little squad.
And they will die at the end of this round.
Yeah.
I was chuffed that I got rid of that wagon because it was pretty scary. But
it was 4 damage.
But you do eventually win this planet. Because we decide, here it's quite easy just to say, I attack with everything.
Yes. But I wanted to see if you're going to shield. But there's no point in you shielding because...
What a waste.
There would just be more attacks coming.
Correct. So we use the Holy Sepulchre to bring tactical squad continuous back to my hand. And your Warlord goes back home.
Indeed.
no more battles at other planets. We move up, we move along, we reveal the new and I think last planet.
Yes, which is Taris.
What is that ability again?
Is if you control fewer units than your opponent, you gain 3 resources or draw 3 cards.
We've never really used that actually.
No, not to its full effect.
Cool. So initiative turns over to the Orcs. It is the start of turn 3. We draw some cards. We get some new resources. The Space Marines are looking pretty healthy there, I will say.
Yeah, I mean, you've got one victory planet or 1 victory icon, and so do I.
I should also have, you'll notice I haven't unexhausted or readied the support. I should have done that in the HQ phase. What do you get down there? Rogue Trader.
Yeah, I just wanted to try to get some more resources. Well, actually, they're cards. I probably didn't have enough cards to play at the time.
No, Rogue Trader is a resource.
No, the planet I'm playing at allows me to pick up 2 cards.
I see. And you were trying to win it.
Yeah.
And then I try to block you, and then you're just like, no,
I'm
promotion.
going to promote it. Yeah. Which is nice because you allow me to pick up that promotion again because I use it as a shield and then change it with the fallback.
Oh, correct.
Yeah.
No, it was much better this way. The Rattling Deadeyes go to Planet 1.
Ooh.
You got a Zogwart signature squad there.
Yeah, his hovel. So this has a reaction ability. After your warlord is declared as the defender, you put a Snotling token into play at the same planet. And it doesn't exhaust.
It's just always doing that.
Exactly. So essentially, whenever he attacks or defends, a Snotling comes into play now.
This is where things start getting dangerous. I try my best to retaliate by playing a Space Marine support Secluded Apothecarian. This is the one that lets you exhaust the support to gain a resource if a unit you control is destroyed.
So now you're getting resources for killing me and when I kill you.
Yes! And the tactical squad comes back out from my hand.
I mean, they're relatively cheap, aren't they? 2. They cost 2. And they got 3 health, 1 damage.
Super effective.
Yeah, especially against hordes.
Yeah, they are the thing to have and to do.
Yeah. See, I wasn't very happy about I was declaring.
Planet 1, so we're all going to Yavharn. But you have initiative. That's good.
I do, yep.
So I think we count up the command struggle there. I believe the Space Marines have more.
Nope, you won it.
And then at Planet 3 again, the Space Marines. And then Planet 4, definitely Orcs.
Yes, so I get 2 cards. Hoping for a good one.
This is something I didn't realize while we were playing, is you were really drawing a lot of cards.
Yeah.
You were really stacking up. That's always the problem when you play with Warren, is that means he has lots of shields.
Which is probably what happens now.
So much of shielding.
Yes, I go ahead and exhaust my big cannon.
The big orc cannon.
Yeah. To deal 1 damage.
And you sacrifice a Snotling for it.
Yeah.
Cleverly. See, I'd take it on the Warlord.
And now, see, I was going to put on the runt herders, but I knew you would attack first with your ranged weapon, and then you would have just killed the runt herders. So I'd rather swing with them first.
Clever. And then you use another shield right off the bat, I see.
Yeah. Another fullback.
So many of those. I forget that you put every neutral card in your deck.
Yeah, from the core set.
It's clever. Oh, that's true. It's from the core set. I think I add neutrals from all the other expansions.
Ah, okay.
That's the difference.
So I go ahead and attack.
What are you attacking? The tactical squad. They only attack for 1.
Yes. That's the thing. A lot of Zogwart's signature cards only do 1 damage.
But I guess it's because they're always putting Snotlings down.
Yeah, there's tons of them. So now you probably did your AoE. Yeah. So now you've done 1 damage to my runt herders. And then because of that, 1 Snotling comes into play. But then also because of his hut, another Snotling comes into play.
Okay. So that was it.
So then I go ahead and attack for 1 damage to your tactical squad Cortinus, and because he attacked, I get to put another Snotling in play.
So that thing about the resources for Space Marines, it's kind of happening with the Orcs for the Snotlings.
Yeah, exactly. So you retaliate.
Doing 2 damage. I wish I had gesticulated. There we go. To the runt herders.
Yeah, and now because they took damage, another Snotling comes into play.
It's great. Now, I thought at the start of this battle, hey, easy Space Marine win for Planet 1.
Yeah.
Nope. Turns out this is how you fight back with Orcs.
Yeah. So then you shielded that, then I attack again. Tactical squad Cortinus dies, but you use your ability to put it back in your hand for the 3rd time.
It's very, if anyone has followed all of our videos, the very first video I played Necrons, which is my favored faction, and this is pretty much like a Necron deck.
Yeah.
In that circumstance.
Yeah. So then you went and used your other support to gain a resource for a unit dying. I used my other Snotling to attack your Rattling.
Which only has 1 health, so he won't
So
survive.
he dies, and then I use the last one to attack your warlord, and he takes a damage.
And just like that, the orcs have the upper hand.
It's amazing.
It's very, very good. If anyone is watching this video because they liked the Assault on Blackreach box set or have read the Assault on Blackreach, you will note at least the story also has nothing to do with this.
Yes.
The Space Marines generally are winning most of the time. They're chasing the bad orc, but the orcs definitely don't thrash them the way they do here.
Well, I mean, so far it's a 1-1-1-1 for the planets.
Oh, good point.
That's working out. Yeah, I had then won Yvonne, and then it has ability. Each player puts a unit to play from his or her hand, and I went ahead and played a big shooter wagon because I had it, and you went to play the Dreadnought.
I was so excited to be able to play the Dreadnought because, again, that's in the story. That's in the short story, the book, the novella.
Ah, okay.
So I thought this was narratively accurate.
And now I'm just cursing myself because I gave up the squigget.
This happens every
the
time
squig.
I play Yvarn. Every time I activate that battle ability, I'm thinking, ooh, I've got this strong unit. I'll be set. And then my opponent goes and puts something even stronger down.
Well, I think that's part of the strategy of the game is when you see that planet in play and you know someone's trying to win it, make sure you keep an inexpensive card in your hand.
Oh, that's a
how I
good
play
point. That's a good point. And I mean, what is strategy if not thinking with a little bit of risk?
Yes, absolutely.
Yo, look at them resources.
Yeah.
So chuffed.
You didn't even have to put that Dreadnought down for free.
Yeah, I was considering playing it actually from my hand. I was like, let's calculate. So initiative is with the Space Marines.
Yeah.
And a lot of resources going out for this.
What do you put down? Oh, no.
The Shrieking Basilisk.
Now, this card is such a good one.
It has, as anyone who's followed these videos knows, has wreaked havoc on me in the past.
Yeah, so I went and retaliated with a Void Pirate.
At Planet 1, a little unconventional.
I know. I don't know what I was going for. That doesn't really make sense. Maybe more cards. And of course, Tactical Squad Cardinas is back.
They've been hanging around this whole time. They just keep going back to the hand. So they're chomping at the bit for some action. Ooh.
Oh, these guys are cool. The Rickety War Buggy. So they've got an ability called Go Faster. When your opponent has the initiative, which you do, this unit cannot be dealt damage by units while you control any army unit at this planet not named Rickety War Buggy.
It's very good.
Yeah.
We'll notice something, I don't want to spoil it, but when we get to the end of the video, it is not the best decision to put that Honored Librarian at Planet 2. It should have gone to Planet 1.
Yeah. But the Planet Librarian has a very similar ability to the War Buggy in that you cannot attack it unless he's the only unit at that planet.
Correctamundo. So Burner Boys come down there as well in Planet 1.
Yes, yeah. No, they're a decent squad. I mean, they do five base damage, 3 health, so they hurt. And as a reaction, when they do attack an army unit, they get to deal 1 damage to a different army unit at the same planet. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now we're declaring. Obviously, I had to go to Planet 1. I honestly thought you were going to go Planet 1 as well.
I honestly should have. It turns out, if anyone has been following, that this planet will be the one that you need to win, if I'm not mistaken.
It is, because it has a blue strategic icon, and the previous 2 I had one had blue as well. Mm-hmm. None of us noticed this, though.
Not even Warren. So I'm thinking, it's cool. I'm setting myself up for Planet 2 because I'm thinking that's the planet that he'll need to win. I better fight for it. I better set up stuff so he's going to be deterred.
Yeah.
In fact, not best. So looking at Planet 1... Orcs are looking in a very happy position.
Indeed. So I think I'm just trying to recall when we played this game. When Planet 2 was out, you won it, obviously, OSIS 4. Mm-hmm. But it had a green strategic icon, and I didn't need that to win. So I wasn't really paying too much attention to it, but I did commit a lot to it to kill your units, so you wouldn't gather up this army.
What a clever strategy. That's how you play this game, people. Right, so you swing the Orc Cannon first.
Yep.
We'll activate it, I suppose. Just tell the Grots to keep it running.
Yep.
And the Tactical Squad takes a punch.
Exactly. And then I killed my Snotling because I knew you have initiative. You're going to use your AoE and kill the Snotlings anyway. Mm-hmm. So, there we go. You went ahead and used the Basilisk on the War Buggy.
Thinking the range could at least kill the Burner Boys. I think it's what the Burner Boys was,
Boys, rather.
Okay. But you shield for 1, so they're still alive and they get to swing.
Yes. And that's 5 damage, and then 1 damage to... Oh, you shielded that?
Yeah, a shield for 2.
Yeah.
And then 1 damage to the Tactical Squad.
Then we were reading the ability here. that when this unit attacks, you get to exhaust a enemy target support card. So I exhausted Old Zogwort's hut.
So at least you wouldn't be putting in things.
Snotlings when I'm the defender.
But didn't we just say earlier that it didn't need to be exhausted? Or does it? It does need to be exhaused.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have that.
Oh, so then it was just exhausted for no reason.
No, you exhausted, so now I cannot use it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I see. It doesn't exhaust itself.
Got you.
But
if it's exhausted, you can't use it.
Yeah.
Got you.
Then you went ahead and used your AoE, which killed I think the Rundherders or whoever was there, as well
the
as
Void Pirate.
The Void Pirate, yeah. It wasn't the Rundherders. Oh, it was the Burner Boys. They only had 3 health, so they died. Then my Warlord attacks, and I get to put a Snotling into play.
I shielded with the bolter, I think.
Yeah.
Against the bolter attachment.
And the Snotling attacked him. I'm going to shield again.
Oh, no, I pay a resource, and then I realize that's right, hey? Yes, I can play Indomitable.
Yeah.
To stop any damage to a Space Marine unit. Not incredibly effective because it's like 1 damage.
Yes, exactly.
But at least it stopped him from getting death then.
Yeah, then I used the War Buggy to kill your Basilisk.
Yes.
So you were playing very well, I must say, in terms of shielding.
I wonder what I was fishing for there.
Yeah, then everyone resets. And then I attack with the Battle Wagon, which does 4 damage. I mean, you can shield. I was just going for the most output damage, just in case you do shield.
Totally. So now, getting the resource, putting the card back in my hand, clearly a sign that we don't think this is the end of the battle. So we're like, cool, okay, he's won the battle, everything's fine. And this is probably the most anticlimactic end to one of these battles in these videos, is us just going, yeah, so the game kind of is won now.
Yeah. So I use the ability to remove the damage from my Warlord.
Hate it. Hate that planet.
Yeah, I'll often use it against you.
And so well. And there we go. And then you go, so I won, by the way.
Whoops.
And that brings us to the end of this game. So thank you very much for watching.
Yeah, thank you. And one last final comment is that combination of Librarian and Dreadnought is very deadly. Because I cannot attack the Librarian until the Dreadnought's dead.
Indeed. So if they had been at Planet 1.
Yeah.
So this has been another Narrative Play video. Thanks so much for watching. The Orcs win it for this time.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
And cheers.